So I created a list of 77 free online AI and AI related courses. Then I posted about it on Reddit. Since then, I've gotten an influx of DMs with questions on how to infuse AI into workflows beyond just taking courses, mostly from people whose only interaction with AI have been querying ChatGPT or prompting it for answers. They feel that they are in vulnerable roles and in a bid to keep being relevant, would like to transition to more in-demand roles, or they want to upgrade their skills in their current roles. So this video is a general answer to the typical questions in the DM.
Hi everyone, my name is Chika and this is Simple Sanskrit.
If you are someone in this category, you feel your job is threatened by AI, or your boss has started throwing around words like AI automation or talking about adding more AI tools in your workflow, this is how you should go about it. Start with a basic general intro to AI course. I say this because if you want to fight someone, you have to study the person, their strengths and their weaknesses. AI is not your enemy here, but it is a solid threat that we have to deal with. And if your source of livelihood is at stake, this is something you have to take serious. And of course, entire industries are going to be upended by these threats. So I made a whole video about this on how AI is affecting the work industry. You can go and watch it after watching this one. So first of all, my personal favorite AI course is from deeplearning.ai. It is taught by Professor Andrew Ng. It's called AI for Everyone. It's in video format. It's a paid course on Coursera, but it's free to audit for a week. And it will take approximately 6 hours to finish. So probably a week or less of your time if you work full time. Now, if learning with video is not really your thing, then you can try Elements of AI by Mina Learn in collaboration with the University of Helsinki. That one is in text format. It's a 2-part course consisting of Intro to AI and Building AI. It's completely free online, and they have a community you can join and discuss all your challenges and your progress. Now, I have more on my list of free courses, and the link is in the description if you would like to go through it. The purpose of taking the beginner AI course is so that you have foundational knowledge of the AI tools you're going to be using at your job. And you get to understand the origin of these tools, how they were created, and as a result, their inherent flaws. And this would greatly improve your efficiency while using the tools. So once you've completed 1 or 2 beginner AI courses, you have to take another foundational course for the role you're pivoting to. That's if you are transitioning. But if you are not, which means that you're very comfortable in your current role and you think that there is a great chance that AI is not threatening enough to put you out of work in 5 years, you just go straight to the next stage, which is taking an AI course specifically made for your role or your career. As AI increasingly becomes adopted in different industries and fields, learning platforms like Udacity, Coursera, edX, Udemy, and even newer industry-specific platforms like Kaggle will roll out AI courses that are tailored for the roles in question, especially technical careers like finance, accounting, and marketing. I classify these as technical based on the tools that are required for doing them. Now, the courses will keep getting updated with advancements in AI, so you'll be brought up to speed if the platform you eventually choose is a reputable platform. And since the course is specifically tailored for your career or your role, it's going to have hands-on training. So you get to practice with the tools that you use on the job. Now, I understand that aside time constraints, money might be a limiting factor for taking these courses. If you are on a tight budget, there might be free versions of the courses or even scholarships offered by big organizations or bodies that have vested interests in your field. You should look out for those. But one of my online learning hacks is to pay for the courses that are in-depth and would likely run for long. This way, I am adequately compensating the course creators while adding the pressure to finish on myself, because my money would obviously be lost if I don't finish the course. So I get to kill two birds with one stone. Now, this is a personal hack. It has worked wonders for me as an avid online learner, and you can adopt it if you have difficulty finishing online courses, even when it is obvious that it's going to help your career. So yeah, that's that. So we're on the third hack, right? Third hack or step. Beginner AI course for foundations for your chosen career if you're transitioning before you move to a tailored intermediate AI course for the field you're moving into or you're staying in. So now I've been using field and career interchangeably, and it's kind of confusing me. So I would imagine it's confusing you too. So let me just switch to using career for when I'm talking about you as a person, and field when I'm talking about your field in general. So I don't end up confusing anybody else going forward. And I think career is more personal than field. So good. We're on the same page. So the next hack isn't exactly supposed to follow an order. It can be the first thing you do or the second, but it is very, very essential. And it is that you should join online communities where conversations about your field are being had. I am big on communities, whether online or offline, but these days everything happens online. So online. It can be Twitter, that's X. It can be Reddit. It can be Discord, Telegram, or Slack. Just find where your people are discussing changes in your field and join them. Also actively contribute, even if it's just to ask questions. Being in this kind of spaces broaden your scope of possibilities and opportunities. And another advantage is that you learn how the experts are navigating AI changes way before it becomes a course or it becomes a YouTube video. Now, another personal tip I have that helps me stay updated is newsletters. As someone that kind of has AI and tech trends reporting as my part-time career, I have to stay in the loop on AI news and research. And the way I have this on lockdown is by having it delivered to my mailbox. I don't have to go searching for the news. It finds me. My 2 pence on the subject of newsletters is to find industry relevant ones and subscribe to them. This means if you are in marketing, you subscribe to marketing newsletters and newsletters that also talk about AI trends in marketing. That way you get the best of both worlds. Same with tech or any other career that you have your sights set on. Now, the subscription will mean nothing if you're not reading the letters. That's the content. So you endeavor to devote at least 5 to 10 minutes daily to digest the material and use it as a working document. You implement things that are there. And if you look at it, 5 minutes is not really a lot of time. If something is important to you, you get to devote that to it. And then there's that. And last but probably not the least, or even the least, is to listen to podcasts, read Substacks, blogs like mine, syntaxandscripts.com. You have the option to subscribe, and then you watch YouTube videos. YouTube is highly underrated. Even I have underrated its power to bring you up to speed on any skill you choose. But that was in the past. This platform is like a university. It is free for all, but only those that are disciplined will gain massively from it. Then let me just add this extra one. I know I said the last one was the last one. You should build something. If possible, do it in public. The building parts of building something is an extension of your intermediate AI course. with the hands-on training. The course will obviously give you a low to medium level difficulty project to complete it. But your job as someone who has a goal, someone who has something you're fighting for, is to go the extra mile and max out the difficulty level you can possibly undertake. You might even collaborate with other people in the learning platform or in your online community. And then you finish the project. And before you know it, you might even end up building the next AI company that we'll all be raving about, which is the beautiful thing about AI. It is making entrepreneurship very easy. And in the course, who knows, in the course of trying to keep your job, you might just end up creating employment for other people. And I must say, this is not actually deludu. It's very possible to build a scalable product or a business solution entirely with AI. You just have to figure out what your industry pain point is and if people are willing to drop money for it. So yeah, that's a wrap on today's video. I hope you implement the hacks and follow through to remain relevant at your job, because this AI cycle is not just a hype that will go away. I know some of it's overhyped, but a lot of the changes are going to be permanent and even increase with advancements in AI. Jobs will be lost. I've talked about this before. Jobs will be lost and jobs will be created. And I hope that you watching this video will be on the winning side. And if you found these tips helpful, insightful, like, share, and subscribe so that others can benefit from them. And then you get to see me next time.